Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to SimCity 2013 Building Tokyo video series. Today we're going to be building another district of Tokyo, and this district is going to involve in a lot more underpasses, overpasses, systems, highways, and just a bunch. If you know how Tokyo is, it's just a huge mess of roads. They don't use no grid system. They just squiggle all the roads on a map and just build it. And they're crisscrossing each other. But yet again, it's very efficient because they depend mostly on the rail system. And could you guess what that is? And we're going to be building Shibuya. If you guys don't know what Shibuya is, you probably notice or know of it from Shibuya Square. Shibuya Square is a famous part of Tokyo where 1,000 people can cross an intersection during peak hours, and it's a huge commercial area with like bunch of malls, shops, and etc. all over the place. It's a good place to shop. Like I've been there, and people are shopping like from night. I mean, from morning to night. It's just a never-ending city, except that Tokyo does fall asleep at midnight. They close the rail system, train and subway system at midnight. But other than that, it's just people everywhere. You cannot escape from it. There's just civilization everywhere you go. And we're going to try to simulate that with 2013 SimCity's game mechanics and or tools, what they provide. And let's see how far it'll take us. Lapsang landing. And I have this all planned out already, just by looking at the map of it on Google Maps and then sketching it out on Microsoft Paint. Just like a very first grader like drawing of how I'm gonna do this. So first, let's just name it Shibuya. Shibuya, Tokyo. And I'm not gonna do any industrial. I never really understood the point that you could build a city without commercial or industrial in SimCity. You can build a city entirely residential because the key factor to the Sims is attaining happiness. And traditionally, they attain happiness by working in the industrial. They get paid, then they spend their money on shopping, which is commercial. But since they can't obtain happiness just by going to the parks, then and that's free. You don't really need to work or anything. But and also the industry and commercial are not really tied together as you would think they are. Um, Industrial creates freight, goes into trade depot, and just magically disappears into the void. Whereas the commercial gets their products and stuff from the void as well. They're not really tied together, so you can make a city residential and commercial without industrial zones. Yeah. I'm going to get started now, so sit back, relax, and just watch me build. going to stop here. There's not much development that I could go forth with, just minor improvements. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this megatropolis, or part of a megatropolis actually. The city had a lot of complications with because of the increase in crime, which leads to arsonists burning down my buildings, from the commercial and casino buildings here. That just brought a lot of criminals to my city. But in the beginning of the game, I had a precinct. Precincts are not really... They're good for small towns because they can cover the whole area. But if you're going to do a big city like this with lots of traffic, it's better to make numerous small police stations, because they can cover a lot more smaller areas, but with better security, rather than just focusing on one big police house with helicopters on it, and you're going to be spending a lot of money just paying them, as well as a fire station department. I built several small ones to, like, after destroying the big one because it was just way too expensive. But now I'm making in a lot of money from the gambling business, or to be technically just lodging, and I only have a few gambling. And this right here is supposed to be Shibuya Square. I know it doesn't look like it, but the road design wise, it's supposed to be right there, right next to the Shibuya train station, as well as the subway station, which is what the streetcars are simulating. And just down the street to this intersection is a famous landmark in Shibuya if you go there to shop. Willis Tower, or Sears Tower, is supposed to simulate Shibuya 109, which is a giant shopping mall. This particular area looks like Town Square because it splits off into a V-shaped fork, and in the center is just this tall building called Shibuya 109, and this is what it's supposed to be. And all around it, it's supposed to be stores, shops, and everything. But since the SimCity doesn't have buildings that really look like Japan, this is the best I could get, along with like some parks and park and rides, which are essential to controlling traffic, because people just park their cars and stuff, and they don't really insist on walking much in this game, because this is based off of an American style city, not really much European or Asian where they walk or use other things. There's just cars everywhere. I'm not sure why there's so many cabs in this game. Like, who's going to take a cab to another city? Like, who does that? At least carpool or something, but meh. It's after the New York feel. And this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for next time. It's a lot of transportation, and I'm going to be building another city, or district I meant, of Tokyo. Probably Akihabara. If you guys don't know what Akihabara is, if you're into anime, that's the place to be. It's basically the heart of anime culture in Japan, and also styles such as Lolita and extreme Tokyo fashion that you see. And that's, well, actually no, not the fashion, that's Harajuku, but the pop culture of just anime and electronics, Akihabara is where it is. And with that in hand, I'm not sure if I would be specializing in electronics, because they don't make electronics here, they just sell it. But we'll see what we'll do. I'm just gonna plan it all out, sketch it on Microsoft Paint like an elementary school scribble, and there we go. Sayonara.